Good morning. So something new in Pattaya is a hop on, hop off bus. Well, I've never been on one of those in Thailand. I have been on one in London, and you go to all the sites like Buckingham Palace, the Tower of London, Tower Bridge, and you can go to New York and you can see the Statue of Liberty. I wonder what sights you can see in Pattaya. Well, there is a new service and it goes on two different routes. One is a 10-stop route that goes round for about 1 hour, and the other one goes a bit further afield and goes to places like Nong Nuch Gardens and the water parks, and that one obviously takes a little bit longer. I'm going on the red line, and that comes from Rubberland as its first stop, but they advise you to get on at Central Festival. And where you go for that is next to the police station. It's just the middle of the soy, and they've got a stand there, and the bus is going to start going from there at about 9:30 in the morning, and it's an hourly service, and I think the last one leaves at the moment about 5:30 p.m. I'm going to hop on and hop off and have a trip round Pattaya.
Have a nice day.
Yeah, thank you so much. What do you have? Oh, thank you so much. What do I do with it? Now, I do have to say that I've lived in Thailand for over 10 years, and I'm not sure that this particular tour is necessarily designed for me, but it's going to be good for people who have never been to Pattaya before and just want to get their bearings. Or maybe they're coming down for a day trip or a weekend away from Bangkok. And on the bus they have a commentary, and that commentary is available in I think 5 different languages. Hopefully one of those must be English, so they will give you a guided tour when you're on there. And according to their literature, the normal price is 1,100 baht, but at the moment it's discounted as it's a new service down to 800 baht. But I have seen that they're advertising for Thai people only 300 baht for the trip. So it's a double-decker bus, and it's also a double-tiered pricing as far as I can see. I've just been listening to the commentary that is on this headphone here. They give you a new set of headphones to every customer, and then it also told me some details about walking street. It told me that it's not a walking street all the time because traffic is able to pass through during the day, and then in the evening it transforms into, well, they didn't tell me what it transforms into. You're gonna have to find out by yourself. The bus downstairs and at the back of the bus behind me is air conditioned, but it's an open top bus at the front, and that seems to be like what you'd want to do as a tourist. So I've come to the front. It's quite warm. So it's just told me on the commentary that we're now going up Pratam Nak Hill. You know, I actually live on Pratam Nak Hill, and I just learnt that Pratam Nak means palace. That's what they told me on the commentary. I didn't know that. And they do give you some interesting information, to be fair, about Thai customs. For example, they've already told me that Thai people don't like to wear skimpy outfits on the beach. They prefer to wear some clothes that will protect them from the sun. So if you were a new visitor here, you would get a few bits of information about Thai culture along the route. This bus is operated by a company called Elephant Tours, and they're certainly not new to hop-on, hop-off services. Well, the elephant in the room on this trip is that I'm the only person on there, and I think the reason for that is quite simple. This service has only been running for 4 days, so I'm one of the first to go on it anyway. And also, I caught the 9:30 in the morning, which is the first bus, so I think it's a service that could become popular with tour groups and individuals, people who are visiting Pattaya perhaps for the first time. And this is the stop where you get off if you wanted to go to view from the Buddha temple. Some great views there over Pattaya Bay. It would be nice to go on this service and just spend the day getting on and off the bus. But for me, just to give you a flavour of it, I'm going to stay on the bus and let you know where it goes. Now we're off to the Royal Cliff hotel. So I have to say, just being on the top of this double-decker bus, you do get a different view to walking around. I mean, I've been down here at Bali High, must be 100 times, but you do get a slightly different perspective by just looking out from the top of the double-decker bus. It's quite relaxing and it's quite pleasant. On the commentary listening to as we go around, they've just been explaining two theories as to why Pattaya got the name of Pattaya. Two that I wasn't aware of before, so there is some information on this tour. I don't know who writes their commentary, but it's actually quite good. And you get a great view of the Pattaya sign. And we're just turning up now to go to the go-karting track at Easy Kart. So now we're going down Tepasit Road, and down here they're pointing out is the Colosseum show. Colosseum show actually starts in the evening, I think 6 or 6:30 p.m. But interestingly, you can buy tickets to any of the places that they point out at their own desk back by Central or at Rubberland. So nothing to do with this tour in particular, but you can probably see that they've recently put a central reservation in Tepasit Road. Some people say it's good because it separates the traffic. Some people say it's not so good, particularly the gas stations, the petrol stations on the left as we go down the road, because there doesn't appear anywhere that you can cut across and turn into those businesses. So we're still on Sukhumvit Road, but on the commentary she's just said thank you very much for joining the tour and goodbye. So I'm not sure whether I'm going to get kicked off at this point and have to walk back to Central Festival. I do hope not. But in any case, it is towards the end of the tour, and this is a new service. As I said, it's only been running for 4 days, and I did want to give it a go to see what it was like. And I think if you are new or you've got friends coming to visit you who've never been to Pattaya before, it is kind of fun, and it does give you some information that you wouldn't otherwise have picked up, if you're me anyway. So I did learn something from the tour. It's very professionally run, and the staff were friendly as they greeted me on board. It's very clean, it's very modern. It's another addition to Pattaya, which seems to have something for everyone. What do you think about it? Is it something that you would do? Or is it something that maybe one of your friends might do? Let me know in the comment section below. But for me, here on the top of a double-decker bus, going round in circles in Pattaya, bye for now, see you next time, bye bye.